tea. Welcome. This program is brought to you by Lineage Pharmaceuticals Limited. I'm Jennifer Jinkoye, and with me is
Adama Akano.
You're very welcome, Farm Ada. So
Thank
today
you.
we are going to be discussing one of the very important and interesting topics, antibiotics and immune system boosters. But before we go forward, let's talk about the Nigerian situation. How did you find coming to work today, Farm Ada?
Hectic. Like the traffic these days is on another level. Like sometimes it takes you at least an hour to drive a normal 15 minutes drive. And that's because of the endless queues at the filling station. People have to be up as early as 5 a.m. just to queue in line, just to get fuel.
It's really tiresome. It's tiresome. The road was really, blocked with cars trying to make way, delivery bikes trying to make their way. It's so much a time
It's just
for most drivers in
very
Lagos right now.
debilitating situation, if I must say, because in fact, to make matters worse, so many filling stations are no longer selling in gallons. Like, how do we fill our generators and the rest of that?
I guess they expect that they attend to the most crucial need, which is the cars, which you need to mobilize.
I don't
for
think
filling your job, you could
I
go
don't
to
think
bed.
so. I think that they're
Open your
actually
windows.
no. I actually think that they're trying to monopolize the market in the sense that, I mean, you could buy the fuel in gallon and go and resell black market. I mean, some people are selling as high as 500 naira.
No, that's a lot. That's
Because
a lot.
they buy. Imagine buying at 175 or 180 from a filling station, then you go and sell at 500 naira. That's like 200% gain.
Wow.
So,
But why do
trying to-
Nigerians capitalize on situations like this? It's so sad. We are the ones hurting one another. When we should actually make things easier, make life easier, they just capitalize on situations like this and just take all the prices
I
up.
really do
It's so
not
sad.
have an answer to that.
We shouldn't blame the government for everything. I think we should learn to take some responsibilities ourselves.
Well, to be honest, it's really, I mean, okay, even if there's false scarcity, at least maybe you're saying we shouldn't blame the government. But NEPA, is it NEPA or PHCN? Which one is it now?
PHCN right now.
Whichever one their name is, they want sites until they bring lights. They need to
they
give
need
us,
to, because I don't know what the
electricity.
excuse is, how fuel relates to giving power to people.
I sincerely
It's so
don't
sad.
know. In fact, I was talking to a colleague of ours, and she was telling me that for them, in order for them to get fuel for the gen, they have to send someone all the way from Ikate to Shangotedo.
That's a lot.
Do you know the distance?
That's a lot of distance.
Just to get fuel for the house. Come on. That's so unfair. I mean, it makes the living situation so exhausting and terrible, and
But it's fine.
we're going through a lot.
It's fine. It's fine. So today, welcome to the Thursday tea once again. And today I'm having a black tea again. I think I just have a love for black tea. And Fam Ada is having her regular green tea.
Yes.
Green tea is so dry.
Yeah,
I'm not interested.
boring,
I'm
yes.
having my black tea, which is combusting a lot of nutrients. I'm having Lipton, and Fam Ada is having quality. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go forward with what we'll have for today.
Okay.
This week we've been celebrating the antibiotics and antimicrobial resistance week, and today marks the end actually of the celebration. What can you say about antibiotics to Nigerians?
Well, according to the WHO, antibiotics are medicines that are used to prevent bacterial infections. So a lot of people tend to misuse or confuse the word. Antibiotics are just used to treat bacterial infections. The medicines used to treat like viral infections are called antiviral.
Okay.
Yeah, so or antifungal infections for fungal infections. So, but antibiotics, the word antibiotics is just for bacterial infections.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's very clear. So we can't discuss about antibiotics without going further to discussing what antibiotics resistance is, because that is what really celebrated this week, and definitely we have situations of antibiotic resistance, especially amongst Nigerian users. So what can you say about antibiotics resistance?
Okay, first of all, I like that you brought up this antibiotic resistant talk, because there's also a lot of misconception around this topic. But one thing I have to say is also, according to the WHO, the antibiotic resistance is when a bacteria is resistant to some antibiotics. Now, a lot of people or we've been made to believe or maybe misinformed that a human being, a person, can be antibiotic resistant. No. The bacteria can be antibiotic resistant, like resistant to the particular medicine used to treat it. And then you as a human or an animal can get infected by a bacteria that is resistant to the antibiotics. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So that's why it's very important that we as a community and as people, we should do better with the use of antibiotics, because if you get infected with a bacteria that is resistant maybe to the regular antibiotics that are around you, it's often very difficult to treat that situation, because the bacteria is now resistant to the drugs that are readily available at the pharmacy. And that's why most of the community pharmacies also encourage people that when they have an infection, instead of getting the drugs just over the counter, like saying, oh, give me this, give me that, they encourage that you go to the lab, do proper testing, and there's something called MCS in the lab. So that's microscopy, culture, and sensitivity to determine. So microscopy would determine what you have, culture would determine the type of bacteria involved, and sensitivity to know the antibiotics that that particular bacteria is sensitive and resistant to. So this also kind of helps to curb resistance.
Thank you very much, Fam Ada. So who exactly can prescribe antibiotics? Because Nigerians need to know this.
Yeah, the healthcare professional, a doctor to be precise. We don't advise that you just go and take antibiotics off the whim. And you cannot say, oh, because I used ABC the last time and it worked, so if my sister is sick or if my wife is sick, she should use ABC. No. It's not recommended. You should also always go through the proper channels and get your antibiotics recommended to you properly in the proper dose by the doctors, the healthcare practitioners. And also, if your doctor says you don't need an antibiotics, you don't have any business using an antibiotic. And I would also like to say this: in order to reduce or curb antibiotic resistance, I would say it's important that the people should know that you cannot share antibiotics.
People actually share antibiotics?
Yes.
That's funny.
You cannot share antibiotics. You cannot use leftover antibiotics. You cannot, if your doctor should say use ABC 2 times a day, you cannot say, oh, you know what, I will use once a day, it will do this. No, use it as prescribed. Use it as the doctor has prescribed it, and do not share. And also keep your environment clean and practice.
And I'm happy that we are sharing this on the Health Eye to Nigerian users today. Make these errors. You know, the doctors don't get to see what they do in the enclosure of homes and what have you. So the people just take decisions on how they should take drugs that are already prescribed to them by the doctor, and it's not the right way. These are things we are trying to correct.
Yeah, I believe that also I believe a couple of medical associations in Nigeria, both for the pharmacy and the medical, they're trying to mitigate this
situation.
Yeah, I believe that they're putting some things in.
It's very important.
In place, yes.
So let's go around the world. What's happening in the world right now? We have the World Cup finals happening in Qatar live, and then the scores have really been funny. As in, I wasn't expecting the kind of scores I saw, like Australia to Saudi Arabia. At Australia to Saudi Arabia about 4. When I saw the scores,
I heard that they declared a public holiday the next day in Saudi.
It's so interesting. It's so interesting. And then England really threw me off balance when they gave it to Iran with 6, and Iran just had like 2 goals. And I was just like, what's happening with this World Cup? The scores are really, coming off. Very interesting, Yes. You can never predict these things so well. Sometimes your mind just goes to the usual winners, but somehow the people who don't usually win just happen to win. And
I think football is a game of chance.
Yes, it's a game of chance.
You
can never predict
no matter how good a team
and somehow
is.
It reflects how life is, basically, because that is just how life
is.
Yes. So thank you very much. So this takes us over to talking about Immune boosters. What do we know about immune boosters? We need to understand immune boosters right now because we need to diversify ways in which we can, avoid bacteria from infecting our body. And if our immune systems are in check, we will not have situations of bacterial infection or virus infection. So from Ada, let's talk about a very strong immune booster, vitamin C. What do you know about vitamin C? What can you tell our users?
I like how you ask me these questions with a smile. Actually, I do. Well, before I talk about vitamin C, I won't talk about vitamin C without telling our viewers what immunity is.
Okay.
So basically, in simple term, immunity are the soldiers, the military men inside your body that are guarding your body against diseases, bacteria,
infections.
yes. And when you have military men without ammunition, they are useless. It's just uniform. Because when you are going to war, just like saying, oh, I have 100 million armies, but all your armies, no ammunition, nothing. It's as good as having nothing. So that is where vitamin C comes in, the immune boosters. So immune boosters are ammunition, things that you give your body, you give the immune system to help them be at the top of their game.
Okay.
And a very common one in that category is vitamin C. So according to WebMD, vitamin C is also known as ascorbic acid, and it's not produced by our body, which is also why it's very essential that we get enough from our food and our supplement. And a little history. So a man called Linus Pauling, I hope I'm pronouncing his name well, in the 1970s was actually the one that introduced the consumption of high doses, like mega doses of vitamin C, that telling people, he championed the march, the awareness, telling people that, do you know that if you take mega doses of vitamin C, that's talking about the amount of vitamin C in about 12 to 24 oranges, you would actually prevent diseases like common cold, like coming down with an infection and all those things. That was before the medical community decided to look into it.
Okay.
So yes, so basically vitamin C is ascorbic acid and is a supplement that is readily available at the pharmacies. It's also an OTC, over-the-counter medication, that you can easily walk into any community pharmacy to get, and it helps your body fight. That's just one of the many benefits, though. It helps the body fight against bacteria. It boosts our immune system.
Okay.
Yes. So, and in addition to the oral vitamin C, it's also available in so many different forms, like even in skincare, as serums, as creams, so many.
I see.
Yes.
Okay, so basically vitamin C doesn't just work inside our bodies,
Yes.
but can work outside our bodies.
Yes, it has amazing benefits. Yes.
That's why vitamin C is really truly essential. It's an essential vitamin for the body, and we almost can't do without it.
Yes.
So what are the sources of vitamin C? What can you say are the major sources of vitamin C?
Okay, so the major sources of vitamin C from our food will be from, most importantly, the citrus fruits.
Okay.
That's for citrus, we're talking about kiwi, oranges, lemons, grapes. Also, some other fruits like pineapple, even cruciferous vegetables like cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower. Those can give you vitamin C. Even tomatoes.
Oh, wow.
Yes, tomatoes can give you vitamin C.
I love tomatoes.
Yes.
I like to eat fresh tomatoes.
Yeah, that's why
personally.
if you see ancient Koreans talk a lot about putting tomato on your skin, and yes, it has a lot of vitamin C benefits. Bell peppers, like those big bell peppers you see, but the Malans even sell, that are coming yellow, green, red. Yes, those are an excellent source of vitamin C.
Wow,
Even white potatoes too.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay. So we seem to have a lot of things around us that contains this vitamin C.
Yes.
And we should take advantage of it.
Yes.
Okay. So talking about pineapples and oranges as a source of vitamin C. Luckily we have some on our table, and is to show our viewers what they look like. I know everybody knows pineapple and oranges, but just to give you a view of it, more view. Okay, so what can we say about pineapples? What do you prefer, Famada, between oranges and pineapples? Because I know people have food preferences.
Yeah.
Honestly speaking, no matter how you might be a fruit person, you might be a vegetarian, but no matter how you like maybe most of the fruits, you must have some preferences. You should. So what's your preference between these two on our table right now?
Obviously, I'm a pineapple girl.
Oh, you're a pineapple?
Yes, I mean I love
Oh.
orange. I love my oranges, but
Okay.
I'm a pineapple girl any day.
Oh.
Pineapple has so many amazing benefits,
Okay.
and besides, pineapple has more vitamin C than oranges, surprisingly.
Okay.
And in addition to that, it's also a very good source of vitamin E, K, calcium. So
Wow.
yeah, even basics.
So it's almost all encompassing.
Well, yes, it has a lot of benefits, but I think one of the things I love about pineapple medically is that it contains something called bromelain,
Okay.
which is a type of proteolytic enzymes. And proteolytic enzyme basically are enzymes that help our body. This particular one, bromelain, helps the body to deal with pain and swellings.
Oh, I see.
Yes, and there are also studies that claim that pineapple can help fight tumor cells and cancer cells.
Wow.
So and it's sweet. I mean,
Okay.
a
I mean,
good pineapple.
Who wouldn't prefer pineapple to oranges?
You know, have you
Of
tried
course.
a cold pineapple
As
after a
in,
stressful day?
Honestly, I think we are going to slice down on this immediately after the show.
Yes.
So personally, I prefer pineapple. I wouldn't talk about the benefits, but I like nice, tasty things.
You have
like,
a sweet tooth, so I'm not surprised
exactly.
you pick.
So I actually love pineapple. So at least for the first time, we can reach a consensus with something we like
Yes,
together.
we like together. Yes.
So I love pineapples. They are plummy. They are nice, very succulent. They have enough juice compared to oranges. Yeah, oranges have juice, but I mean, who wouldn't prefer pineapple juice to oranges?
You know
the funny thing about why I prefer pineapple?
why?
Do you actually like the suckers? Those suckers that people actually pull out.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, I love it. Let me tell you a story.
actually like
Growing up, we had this lady that, like a nanny, somebody that cared for I and my twin sister.
Okay.
And my mom would always say, "Oh, give the twins pineapple today," because she had like this timetable that we had to take different fruits on different days to make sure we're getting everything. So, for instance, Monday we're getting carrot sticks. Tuesday we're getting oranges, things like that. So we noticed that on pineapple days, this lady will always, chop the pineapple. Then that middle stem,
Yes.
I don't know what it's called. She will now take it out and trash it. And I'm like,
you didn't like it.
this is the best part of the pineapple.
Yes.
What are you doing? So my sister and I would always say, okay, please, can we have when she's like, can you give me that? She'll not say, I'll only give you this if you've been a good girl all week. So you make sure you wash your socks, you make sure you go to bed, you brush your teeth, So the whole week, me and my sister will be working so hard
to get the pineapple.
It's so crazy. Like thinking about it now, it's so crazy because we worked so hard for that stuff, and she'll be taking points on. She'll say, okay, who washed their socks first? I'll say, it's me.
Wow.
Girl, it was a
So
thing.
that's
But yeah.
nice. Well, I love it too. But with oranges have rough edges. Rough edges help in aiding your digestion, your digestive process. It helps you, and it's just because it has vitamin C. It also creates some defense for your system. So it's great. So we should take more pineapples and oranges if we really want enough vitamin C in our body, right?
Yeah, but interestingly, I found out that there's actually a fruit that has 100 times the vitamin C in oranges.
Okay, so tell us about it, please.
Well, I don't know if it's here in Nigeria. Personally, I haven't seen it, but it's called kakadu plum. Yes, it's a native fruit for the Australian people. Yeah, but it's believed, let me not say claim, that it has about 100 times the vitamin C in orange. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, kakadu plum.
Yeah, kakadu plum.
Okay, maybe I should go around looking for kakadu
plum. Yes.
Okay, that's interesting. So, thank you very much for talking about the sources of vitamin C, some of which are pineapples and oranges.
Yes.
Yeah. So, what can you say about vitamin C supplements? Because, of course, I know we get a large dose or a larger percentage of vitamin C from natural fruits and vegetables, foods that contain vitamin C, of course, vitamin C supplements.
Okay, so personally, I'm not trying to be biased as a pharmacist, but I would say that I prefer the vitamin C supplements to to having and getting it from fruits.
Okay.
Now, by all means, eat your fruits, but because we cannot quantify the amount of vitamin C
Okay.
that we're getting from fruits,
Yeah.
and also it's not dietary wise that a person will sit down and eat a full pineapple or two or three by themselves, considering your health, sugar, insulin, and every other thing that comes to play. So it's actually very difficult to quantify the amount of vitamin C you will get from fruits. I mean, can you lick 12 oranges without having a running stomach?
That's true.
So that's where the supplements come in for me. The supplements most importantly are pearl rose, which you can also see on our table, is one of my favorites because not only does it have a strawberry taste, it's also been made by, it's been properly made, tested, and everything certified. And we know that each tablet is 500 milligram. So, and the maximum dose recommended for adults are 2000 in a day. So the vitamin C you use depends on your age and also the state of your health. So for instance, if I'm fighting a cold or something, I'll probably use up to 2000 milligram in a day. And it's very beautiful and easy for me because I know that all I have to do is just chew 4 of this and I'm good. So I can spread that for throughout the day, across my day, or I can have at the same time, regardless. So I think it's easier. That is why supplements come into play, so that you get the maximum vitamin C you need without having to have all this. And for teenagers too, teenagers can take up to 1800 milligrams.
Okay.
Yes, and for children, anywhere between 400 milligrams to 1200. As I said, depending on the age of the child, the older, as they're getting to like 8, 9, you can start increasing the
intake.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and also if they're fighting like an infection, a common cold, especially kids that go to school these days, whenever kids go to school, they always pick up some sort of cough or cold, or because they're mixing with other kids.
Especially this era where we have the COVID-19, and of course, the COVID is an infection that we have to safeguard our bodies against. When you have a better immune system, you know that you can be resistant to bacterial infection, viruses, and what have you. So coming back to Pearl Rose, this is really a very beautiful pack. Like, look at it. I love when you walk into the pharmacy, it's practically the first thing you will see if it's on the pharmacy shelf. Don't you think so?
Okay, let me ask you a question. What do you love about Pearl Rose vitamin C?
Basically, I actually love the texture.
Give me a sincere
and
answer.
The taste. Sincere answer, the taste, the strawberry flavor taste. I have a sweet tooth, so the strawberry flavor taste gets me going all day. Like, if I forget to take my 1 tablet of Pearl Rose vitamin C in a day, it looks like I've not eaten for the day.
Well, I think, even though you didn't ask me, I think my favorite thing about Pearl Rose vitamin C, I would say the taste. It has an amazing taste, obviously.
Okay.
But 2 things I love about it is that it's kids friendly. Like, children love it.
Oh, wow.
Trust me, I've done my survey.
Okay.
Children love it. I've even tried giving my nephew and my niece, and every day they're like, "Oh, Auntie Ada, can we have that sweet?" I'm like, "It's not sweet. It's vitamin C." They'll be like, "Okay, mommy, why are you not giving us that?" The mom will not be like, "Oh, your auntie is a pharmacist."
Oh,
I'm
wow.
not. But obviously, she gives them once a day. And another thing that I really love about it is the affordability.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm not going to call names or anything, but have you checked the price of vitamin C these days? Ever since the COVID-19, it's almost as if the prices
skate high.
Oh my God, it's skyrocketed. Like, you're trying to buy vitamin C and they're calling numbers that look like phone numbers for you. I'm like, are you talking to me? So I love the affordability. I love that it's sweet. It's very It's very,
It's easy, it's pocket
yes.
friendly.
In fact, I'm
It's pocket
giving most of
friendly.
my loved ones as gifts this
Just
Christmas.
Christmas.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I'm giving everyone like a pack of
I
vitamin
should do the
Taurus.
same.
Yeah,
I
a
should
pack
do.
of
It's very
Taurus.
affordable.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
I'm sending it across to about 10
And
15
500
people.
milligram is just sufficient for you, except you're
Daily
fighting an
infection, yeah.
It's just sufficient for you. I mean, look at it. We should even bump it open and look at what the. This is really beautiful. This is really beautiful. I feel like taking a tablet.
Yeah, we can.
Of course, we can, right?
Yes.
So can we have a cheek on the show? I have one. So nice. Beautiful pink tablets. I don't think I'm having my tea again after this. Like, seriously. I don't want the taste of this wonderful vitamin C to get off my tongue. This is so, so nice. Like, who wouldn't like this? For crying out loud. You should get that, Roso. Okay. So thank you very much, Famada, for all the information you have given us concerning vitamin C and concerning the antibiotics. So antibiotics is prescribed by your doctors, but just to avoid having an infection, it will be better for you to up your game by taking more vitamin C into your body system. True?
True, yes.
Thank you very much. So this formally brings us to the end of this program.
Yeah, before we conclude, I'd like to say something to our viewers.
Okay.
I'd also like to encourage every man and woman out there to take at least 500 milligram of vitamin C daily, because not only does it boost your immune system, it has antioxidant properties, like it helps your body fight oxidation and free radicals from the sun, x-rays, and the rest of them. And if you own a phone, if you own a mobile phone, then you're definitely exposed to some amount of rays, like free radicals.
Okay.
And it's important to take vitamin C daily to help you mop up that free radicals. It also boosts collagen production. So for all my ladies who are trying to look
extra good,
yes,
get the
glowy skin and everything, try to make vitamin C a key part of your
routine,
yes,
your skin routine,
especially your daily multivitamins or supplements. Try to add a 500 milligram vitamin C to it. And for the men, it also helps with testosterone production.
Okay.
Yeah, so also get in there, because I see a lot of men, whenever they talk about performance and all those things, they never think of vitamin C. But vitamin C helps sperm health, it helps testosterone production and all around. So everybody really needs a vitamin C.
So everybody needs to get this.
Yeah.
It's available in neighborhood close by pharmacies around you. Just ask of the name Pelrose, and definitely you'll get one.
And also feel free to call our office. We're going to attach our number below under this video. So if you're watching this video and you like to get a Pelrose and you don't know where to get it from, feel free to give us a call. I'll be the one speaking to you and telling you where you will get your Pelrose from.
Yes, definitely. Thank you so much, from Ada. Top of the morning once again to our wonderful viewers. This wonderful program, this informative program, was brought to you by Lineage Pharmaceuticals Limited. Hope to see you next week. Join us once again on the Thursday tea to get more information on your health.
Yes,
have a nice day.
Yes, thank you. And remember, drink your teas and take your vitamin C supplements.
Yes, to keep in good health. Good.
So can we cheers to our tea?
Yeah, of course. Cheers.
All right, bye everyone.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.